Yesterday we did this. We had a window pop up with the image loaded on the screen. So I'm gonna basically scrap everything and rewrite all of this because it wasn't a lot of code. It's less than 100 lines of code. By the end of today, I want to be able to drag images and move it around. And maybe zoom in, zoom out. I think that should actually work now. So if I have an image in here, so let's copy in this. Okay, so now I have an image in there. So let's try to run it. Go run cmd slash. Okay, so I have the same thing I made last night. So we have this. Now I want to start moving things around. And I pulled up the documentation. I should be able to translate things using this. In app.go, here, image options. So op.geom.translate. How do I get user input? I'll need to know when I click and where my mouse is. But let's just do this for now. Okay. I'm assuming top right is 0, 0, so this will move down diagonally. Too few values. Draw image option. Oh, what? How do I do it? Oh, no, I shouldn't be. That's not right. That's not right either. I gotta go and put this line up here. Hold up, I'm figuring this out. And then this would just be op. And oh, it needs an address. Okay, I got it. So now we should see a translated image, hopefully. Okay, how do I get input? Look at these examples, because I know there was like a drag and drop example. Okay. So how did you do this? ebit-engine.cursor position and input.util.is mouse just released, mouse button left. Now they're like abstracting this away so it works on touch and mouse. I just want it to work on mouse. So this should be fine. So I will have to keep track of some X and Y offset. So I'll say like, call it X and Y. And let's make these float 64s. And we'll store the actual state of the app state. Okay. That'll be a pointer because we want to be able to change it. Close this. Move this here. Okay. Let's also add a zoom into there. Zoom. Okay. Is mouse button just released? Input util. So I can do that in update. But we'll store the mouse state. There you go. Is mouse. I just call it mouse down. If input util dot is mouse button just pressed ebit and dot mouse middle, or no, I'm gonna do left. Okay, so if the left button is pressed, then app.state.mouse down is true if input util dot, I cannot type, dot is mouse button just released, left mouse button, mouse down is false. Okay, so I'm going to store some sort of offset between the position of the click and the corner of the image. So offset X, offset Y are also floats. Okay. How do I get the mouse position? I need the mouse position to be able to calculate the offset. ebit-end.cursor position. Okay. X my is this. So X, or no, offset X equals minus mx and offset Y equals y minus my. Okay, now what's the problem? Float 64, cast that. Float 64, cast that. Okay, my MY. I gotta start drawing stuff. Well, no, this is not right. I gotta calculate the offset, and then I gotta actually move it to the new place. So I should only calculate the offset once. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I should calculate the offset once at the beginning. And I can copy this as well. Okay, I calculate the offset once at the beginning, and then I gotta move it. I'll need this up here actually then. Okay. Let's move this guy up here. Okay, so we don't need this in here. So if the mouse was just pressed, mouse is now down. I want to move x equals mx plus offset. So I should be, well, now I should use this x and y here. X and y. Let's try running it. It works! I can drag the image around. Perfect. Now I want to do one more thing. I want to be able to zoom in and zoom out. I'm already keeping track of zoom in my state. We can keep track of like mouse scrolling, I assume. There's like, it would be EBIT and input util maybe? Wheel, no. EBIT10.wheel mouse wheel alters. Okay, perfect. How am I going to use that value? I guess I can just throw away the x value and get the scroll y value. And how would I use this value? Let's just print it out for now. Oh, okay. That's pretty simple. It's 1 for scrolling up, -1 for scrolling down. Every frame I can just add that offset to my zoom. Zoom plus equals sy. Doesn't know what sy is. Sy. Okay. And then I gotta go ahead and scale it. So how do I do that? Well, op.geom dot scale. Okay. How would I go from that zoom value to an actual scale? Plus zoom divided by 10. Plus zoom divided by 10. Imported and not used. Ooh, get rid of that. Try that again. Okay. Oh, I'm zooming in and zooming out. But I noticed that it is zooming not from where I want it to zoom. I think the order of these things matter. So I think I should move this down. Okay. Oh, I don't want it to be zooming from the top left. I want it to be zooming from the origin. Huh? Not what I wanted. What? That's a cool parallax effect. How did that even happen? Don't worry about this. Okay, we'll scale and translate. And then we'll translate the image that's scaled. So right now it's always going from top corner. It'd be fine if it did it at the center, but it does it at the top left, which is annoying. Translate this based on the width and the height. So if I do, okay, now this is most definitely not what I want. Where does it zoom in from? Not where I want to zoom in from. Negative width, negative height by 2. Okay. Now it zooms into the middle. Perfect. This is what I want. But we have one problem. Image starts off there. Ideally, image starts off here. How do I translate from there to here? Can I get the center of the screen in here? I don't know. Window size. There's a set window size. Is there a get window size? There's a window size. Okay. Window width and window height. Window size. So I'm gonna go op.geom.translate. So this is the window width and window height. So window center x is gonna be, let's convert this to float, window width divided by 2, yeah, and same for window y. Okay, so now I need to translate it, well, to win center x and win center y. Oh. Win center x, win center y. That should work. Perfect. I have my image viewer. And let's also display some data about the image here. So let's pass in width and height as ints, and let's just display that as well. So where's that happening? Let's go to main. Let's go and here I can pass in the width, so img dot width and image dot height. Now it should be done. Well, it's not done yet. I gotta actually print it. Display string is fmt.s_printf, so I can display the file name. So %s, not ampersand, %s, and then %d times %d, and here I can say file name, a.width, and a.height. And I can output display string here. And that should be it. My ppm viewer should be done. Image.ppm 600 by 600. I'll see if I can go install cmd/dppm. So now I can use it globally. So if I go back to my ray tracer, cd soft ray tracer. Okay, so I'm in here. Let's remove my image ppm file. Okay, wall color is currently purple. Let's make it red. Let's make it a nice red color. So I'm gonna go 0.1. Okay. Now if I do just run, we have rendered it. And we look at that, we have an image.ppm file. I haven't tested out the actual file input things. I should do that. Now let's go and rename this. So move image.ppm to, we'll call it render.ppm. So there, we have a render.ppm. Now dppm, tag file, render.ppm. I was trying to open image.ppm. Hold up. Why is it trying to open image.ppm? Did I hardcode image.ppm in there? I thought I was using the flags. What happened there? David? What? I thought I was using the flags. What happened? No, main.go. Am I doing this wrong? Let's go look at Golang flags. Flag package. Give me this. Oh, flag.parse. Oh, I think I missed that. I think that was the problem. Let's actually do that. Do flag.parse. Okay. Let's try installing this thing again. Okay, go install. Huh? All right, because we're here. Go install this. Okay. Now here we're still back here. So if I try to do dppm tech h file string. Okay. So tech file. If I go render.ppm. It's working. It's working. I have my image viewer. And I can go look at my image in my image viewer.